Taylor Swift was crazy. I had never been out of the country.
What was that journey like? How did you book it? How rehearsals, tour?
Okay. Auditions were January of last year.
Okay.
And the whole year prior to that, I was traveling a lot with the Backstreet Boys. They had the Vegas show. And then on top of that, we were doing a lot of like summer festivals, like and Jingle Ball and stuff like that.
Love Jingle Ball.
So I did a lot of traveling. And I sent an email to my agent at the end of the year. And I was like, okay, woo, this year was great. A lot of traveling, but I think I want to work out of LA more. And Taylor Swift was the first audition I got. The first audition, I looked at it and I looked at my girlfriend and I was like, I don't want to travel. I'm tired. Like, traveling is a lot.
What is that like?
Airports, hotels. Sometimes it's great because you're going to different places, but how many off days do you have?
Yeah.
It's great that I was in Miami, but did I do anything? So.
Do you still have rehearsals? Like you land in Dublin. You have 3 days in Dublin, and then what is that like?
For her tour, it was really great because once we finished rehearsals, we did not rehearse anymore.
Good.
The show was muscle memory, and unless there was a sick dancer or a hurt dancer, we rehearsed, but that was really rare. So it was great, and we had a lot of off days. We had, 2 to 5 days at a time off days, so we really had time to see the city. Some cities we have too many days off. So I just ended up I'm in Dublin, I have 5 days off. Okay, the first 2 days I'm like, shopping,
grab a beer somewhere.
Grab a beer, fish and chips, awesome, I got a tattoo. And then the third day I was like, okay, all right, I'm in Dublin. All right.
Take some pictures.
Still here, forget to take some pictures.
Right.
Don't have any pictures of me in Dublin. You can go figure.
Right, I'm telling you.
So,
Photoshop is key now.
Oh yeah, just me. Here, hey, the same picture in every place.
Yeah.
Hailing a cab in London, hailing a cab in Dublin.
Yeah.
Just throw up the green screen. We'll just give you a bunch of motion shots. We'll give you a whole album.
Just make up for the whole year with Taylor
I do
Swift.
have a question. Did you have any negative experiences during any of these long travels? Or any crazy moments you're like, oh my God, this one time we almost died. Is there anything like that?
One time I almost died. Did I almost die? I don't know. I had weird show anxiety. It's crazy to think like this. Well, not so crazy because the climate today in which we live, certain shows, at the beginning of the show, we're sitting in the pit where the audience, like the section where they're all the way at the front and they're standing and we're just sitting there waiting to go on stage. And some shows I would really look out into the audience, and it was always stadiums. We only performed at stadiums, so it's a huge audience. And I would look at everyone and think, if something goes wrong, how would I escape with all these people here? And it would really give me anxiety. I would be in random places on stage like, okay, how could I escape if there was a shooting? And I hate that I even thought like that.
God, I think that's that Tampa, Florida kicking in.
No. At the end of the show, there's 2 fireworks. One that's goes off at the very end of the song, and then the last firework happens while we're walking off stage. So it's like a random firework, last one, woo! And the very first time I heard it, I was walking off stage, I was so excited, I was behind the stage already, I was like, woo, we finished first show. And the second firework went off, and I dropped to the floor.
Oh my God.
Right in front of Taylor Swift. And she was like, are you okay? And I was like,
You
I'm
played
sorry.
it off as a dance move?
I'm sorry, I didn't know what it was. No, she knew. Everyone knew. There was no way of hiding that. I thought it was over. I thought something was going down.
And I feel for you. I remember seeing the pictures of you in the Tampa arena, and your there's no hiding the dancers. Your face is huge behind Taylor Swift as you're dancing. Just giant. It was fantastic.
Thank you.
And the firework thing, I did the same thing. I was in Pakistan once with my cousins, and it's Pakistan, so obviously I'm on high alert.
Oh my goodness.
My whole family was in Pakistan, and I'm in this house.
No.
But fireworks go off for my cousin's wedding, and no one told me fireworks were going off. So I just hear pow, 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 and I'm run and scream and hide, and everyone, all of the children were like, "What's wrong with
It's
Gabby,
happening.
cousin? Where did she go?" I was just so scared.
Very squeamish.
You guys just didn't go to enough Gasparillas when you were younger.
Apparently not.
Oh no, I've only gone to 2. That was enough for me. One I went willingly, and the other one my high school marched at.
What was your favorite outfit Because you have like so many outfits for the tours.
For the tour.
Not just Taylor Swift, at any tour
Yeah.
or
Okay,
VMAs.
okay.
You did a lot.
I would say in the Backstreet Boys show, there's a song called The Call. And it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Thomas knows this.
oh yeah, everyone knows. If you don't know, he's basically calling up his girlfriend and letting his girlfriend know that he won't be home. Like, I'm not gonna be home tonight. Don't wait up for me because I'm out hoeing, basically.
Yeah.
So we were all in these pleather outfits. And usually I get really scared about things like that because I've been in situations where I've done a music video. I ended up in little to no clothes. And I've been just like a little, I don't know what this is. Like every time they
Help.
yell cut, I'm like,
Someone please get me a towel.
Yes.
Cover me up.
Nobody
So-
brought you a jacket?
no. I was just so, I don't know, like I don't
Exposed.
have like insecurities or anything, but something about just like bearing it all. I'm
And
like,
that's weird
I don't
that
know.
hip hop dancers are always like expected to just wear little to nothing. What do you think that is?
And this doesn't
That
help
was a big
either.
part of how it got popular, right?
Sex
Yeah.
sells, yeah.
Any video I post with like, you know how you can pick your cover picture? If I pick the cover picture and it's just me, light skinned hoe with curly hair,
Pass.
or like
Next picture,
I'm in
please.
like shorts or something, that one
Yeah,
gets
that's the
way
one that
more
goes off.
like, oh, let me click on that. Let me you
Guys,
know?
guys are scumbags. You just can't do anything
You
about
know,
it.
girls are in there too, because
We're like one step away from chimps, all right?
right after So You Think, one of the choreographers that I worked with on the show, her name is Reina Hidalgo. She's from Hialeah, Florida.
Yeah.
Ooh, another Florida native. She hit me up and she was like, what are you doing after tour? Because some people, when tours are over, they go home or they go somewhere on
the
vacation.
So You Think You Can Dance tour, or
The So You Think You Can Dance tour. Yeah, it ended, I think the end of January. And Raina hit me up at the beginning of January and she said, what are your plans after tour? And I was like, I'm going to LA. I need to find an apartment. I need to get a car. I need to figure it out. Like, I don't have time to vacation. And she was like, are you available these dates in February? And I said, yeah. And she hired me for my first gig in LA. And it was for a Hulu show called East Los High. And
saw a few episodes of that.
yeah. And it felt like a cross between Degrassi and Bring It On, because there were these two groups with like a rivalry, and I was on the hated group. And it was also like, I don't know, I felt like the East Compton Clovers and Bring It On.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it was just really cool to have my first dance gig. It was a Hulu show, which was awesome because it had multiple episodes, and I was just doing it for like a month and a half. And
It took that whole month to film the first season.
they were filming before we got there. We just
Okay.
were brought in for like certain episodes. I think I was in like 4 or 5 episodes, and that took like a month and a half. So it wasn't like consistent. We had like days off and stuff, but I don't know how long they were filming.
What is the difference between performing on a stage and then having to go onto camera? Everything on camera is done. Every minimal movement that you do is really picked up. What was the difference between that?
Stage, it's more energy based because you're performing for an audience, and it's just very like big because you have to appeal to the person all the way in the back,
Especially
like
on
in
a
the last
stadium
row.
tour.
Yeah, but on camera, it's more about the look, you know, because you could be going really hard, but the camera's just here, you know. So knowing that and pacing yourself, because a lot of the takes, so we're like, all right, again, okay, again, and then the 10th take, you're like, and you're dancing, but your face might look like, so you need to learn how to pace yourself and really maybe be a smarter dancer and not a hard dancer, like, and not just give it your all in the first 3 takes. So it's more of a mind game,
Yeah.
television and camera, anything.
Was
Because
it like that for So You Think You Can Dance too?
Yeah, the TV show, yes, because we had camera blocking, so we had to memorize where the camera would be and do we look at it, do we make sure our back isn't facing it, and memorizing that on top of our routine. It was just more than just getting on stage and just dancing.
Yeah.
You know?